Quick question. 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 Quick question.
Giddy up, everybody. Welcome back to yet another episode of Quick Question.
Yet another. They won't stop making them.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Travis.
Guys, we've been talking about it a lot, but guess what?
Oh my God, it's time.
It is time. Next week on the 8th of October, we are doing LA Podfest.
2 p.m. at the Millennium Biltmore Hotel. It's a 3-day event, by the way, so you can come the 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's a whole big event. Huge podcasts are on the lineup.
Lots of stars.
Yes, and even more stars because we'll be there.
We are there, and you know who we're there with, folks? We are there with celebrity chef Michael Voltaggio. We are making history. It's the first time in the history of Quick Question we will have a guest.
It's also the first time we'll have ever done a live show.
Oh, yeah. Making lots of history.
We're doing double history.
We're making history squared.
Oh, well, that's a hard thing to do.
I'm good with the math. All right, guys, this is our 12th episode.
Oh, my God, it is.
Of Quick Question, which means it's an even number, which means it is my question.
Right, because you're even.
I am, and you are odd.
That's very...
All right.
I'm never going to get tired of that.
So, it's October.
Mm-hmm, sure.
The weather is changing.
Mm-hmm.
The brisk air is coming in.
The trees are transitioning.
The trees are transitioning.
I mean, the tree across the street used to be a man.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You know what? I mean, the joke was okay. Your reaction is gold, in my opinion. Just pure gold.
All right. So, this is my favorite time of the year. Travis, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about dressing up?
Yeah, I like it on paper. Like I
like it on paper.
I like the idea of it. And then I find that whenever the event is, I'm always like, oh shit, I forgot, or what do I have? And I usually end up going, I mean, there was a period of time, like when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was always a caveman because I would just forget, and I had a furry vest. So that was all I would do, would be the caveman Travis.
Right.
Which really
But you enjoy Halloween.
Oh, I love Halloween.
Well, don't they go hand in hand? I mean, you can't have Halloween without the costumes.
Oh, yes, but I can see other people's costumes, and then I don't have to do shit.
But then you're not really participating.
Well, then there's the rub. That's the Venn diagram I live, that I occupy, is that I like that, but I'm not really participating in it, you know?
The reason why I ask is because I wrestled with this for a long time in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. I remember you were a state champion.
He's on fire, folks. He is on fire.
I had 6 pumpkin spice Oreos, so yeah, I'm a little jacked up right now. I'm a little jacked up, yeah.
Not a big fan of pumpkin spice,
yeah,
by the way.
This is another issue that is going to be a big contention in our friendship.
We will get there.
There's no doubt we'll get there.
We'll get there today.
I'm going to make you a pumpkin spice breakfast burrito.
I'm going to make you a pumpkin. I'm going to make you a pumpkin.
I'll make you a pumpkin. So, sorry, you were saying.
All right. You're such a dad. You have so many dad jokes. You're going to be the guy that's going to be like his kid can go, Dad, make me a pumpkin spice latte. And you're going to go, poof, you're a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
All right, that was terrible. So the reason why I was talking to you, like, how do you feel about dressing up, is because, in college I was in a fraternity and we would always have these big dress up Halloween parties and shit like that. And it was awesome. And then I got to LA and I kind of went through that too cool to dress up phase.
Oh, what is that? I'm just too lazy. I'm not too cool.
Yeah, it's like, dressing up's for, it's fucking stupid. Man.
You should see
it's
the
physicality
Sadowski is doing.
Dude.
As he puts his Muppet arms out.
Yeah. But now I'm like, you know what? It's that whole being comfortable and who you are type thing.
Yeah.
And I love dressing up now. I love getting into the whole thing. I love decorating my front yard. I love immersing myself in Halloweens. I love haunted houses.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I just saw somebody.
The costumes.
Right.
Costumes.
Yeah.
Which makes me wait. Let me tell you why I'm a little thrown, because I had a themed birthday party last year,
Right.
And you're basically telling me right now you don't like dressing up.
No, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm always like, oh shit, what am I going to do? If you'll notice, what I wore to your theme birthday party is what I wore to our photo shoot. Like, it's not like I have a deep collection of things. It's just, shit, this'll work. This is weird. And by the way, I've had that since 1993.
And you know what?
What?
It looks fucking great on you.
And I'm going to wear it to Podfest. That's my Podfest outfit. I'm for
shit.
sure wearing
Really?
that. Yeah. I'm absolutely wearing that suit to
Well,
Podfest.
now I gotta wear something.
Well, you can, I mean, look, okay, look, you want to know why I don't like dressing up? Because I don't look as good in everything as you do.
Oh,
like
cut it out.
Oh, fuck you. You
Cut
sit
it
around,
out.
you sit there in that photo shoot, like it's a great photo of me, but then it's like, look at the troll next to the fucking Greek god. You know,
Get
like when
out.
I'm like, look, you're like tall and in shape, and
Come
I'm
on,
like,
keep going.
you're beautiful.
Tell me more.
Sometimes I wish I
Come
was
on.
you. Sometimes I dress up as you, but I don't leave the house because I'm embarrassed.
Sometimes I dress up as you when you're not home, and I'm
Right.
in your house wearing your clothes.
When you were on vacation, I just stayed in your house, and I was like, I'm Sadowski. I had the best time. It was so great. I missed it. I miss it.
And then
Yeah.
I FaceTimed you. I was like, hey, Trav, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Is
I'd pull a backdrop of my house down so you can't tell where I am. Now I'm just hanging out at my place. Oh, it's so cool to hear from you guys.
Oh, that's weird. I have the same shirt.
What? Oh my god! What are the odds?
I pull a backdrop down. So, all right. So this Halloween,
Yeah.
are you going to dress up?
Are we doing something?
Yeah. I mean, I'll plan something today if you want.
Sure. Oh, if I have to. I have a Halloween party comedy show I'm doing. So yeah, you have to dress up at some point.
You're going to dress up while you do comedy.
Yeah, it's like a Halloween party comedy show. I'm seeing another podcast in addition to this one.
I'm sorry. Wait.
I know
wait,
it's
no,
weird.
Stop. Now stop.
I know.
Stop. You're. Wait. You're what?
Look. I wasn't sure if this was going to work out, and it gave me things that you don't.
Did you? How did you meet this person? Did you meet? Did you
Well,
meet
you
them,
know,
Did you meet them on Potter?
Well, you know, I was swiping right on Pinder, which
You almost made me ruin your microphone.
it was pretty great, and it was just a match, you know, and it was just it started off as
I mean,
just,
do you like it?
it's different. It's different. Can I say that one's more important to me than the other? I mean,
You're a podcast polygamist.
I'm in an open pod relationship.
I'm in an open podcast.
But I think it's important to realize I always come home to you. Or sometimes I just come to your house. I just actually show
That
up.
makes me feel fucking great. Anyway. Does he dress up for Halloween?
No. All
right, I feel better about that.
No. He's very different than you. Very different.
Stop saying that. I don't know what that fucking means.
Did you ever see that movie Closer?
Closer. Wait.
It's got
with Jude Law.
Jude Law, Clive Owen, Natalie
Yeah.
Portman, and
I know.
Julie. No, what's her name? Pretty Woman.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. I was so close.
Yeah.
It's one of the meanest scenes I've ever seen on film, where Julia Roberts is basically having a relationship with Clive Owen's character and Jude Law's character, and Clive Owen finally finds out about it, and they're just having this gnarly back and forth, and he's like, "Did you fuck him? And what was it like? What does his cum taste like?" And she goes, "It tastes like yours, but sweeter." And you just go, "Oh no!
Oh my God.
It's like
Ugh.
it's one of those things where you go, I can't imagine
That's brutal.
saying that to
That's
another
brutal.
person. Yeah. Oh, if you want to be uncomfortable, go watch Closer. It's an amazing movie. Mike Nichols movie. Amazing.
You know, and if, speaking of great, amazing movies, I was in an indie called All Relative.
Okay.
But no, it's actually true. It's a funny movie. It's nothing like, yeah, it's great. It's great. No, I'm serious. You will enjoy it. You
Okay.
can watch it on Netflix.
All right.
but there's a very uncomfortable conversation between David Aaron Baker, a brilliant actor, and Connie Nielsen. And Connie's always suspected that he had an affair on her a while ago. And it's this conversation they have that is very like, ooh, you know, the ones that just kind of like, I don't like this.
Right.
Like the conversations you never want to have.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always better when someone writes them so you can just go pretend to do them and not have to really do them. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to check the movie out.
Please do. Yeah.
Because you know what I am? I'm a Jonathan Sadowski fan.
Yeah. You're not only a Jonathan Sadowski
Well,
fan.
you know, I keep my options open. You know, it's just what we do. Yeah. It was funny because I did a show with that podcast network and they brought me up introducing Quick Question. They're like, oh, and he has a great podcast called Quick Question. And I went up and I was like, I've been trying to avoid mentioning that around you. I didn't know you knew about that one. Yeah.
You know what it's like? You know what's weird is, you ever like do the same thing with like a gym? Like when you go to one gym, you start going to another gym.
Yeah, you don't want him to know.
Yeah. Like, dude, my trainer at my old gym was just like, thank God it's the same owner, but my trainer's like, hey man, like, haven't seen you in a while. You know, I like ran into him at like the Magic Castle, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to a new gym. And he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, are you working out with anybody there? And I'm like, oh fuck. Like now I got to tell him.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I met a really great trainer.
Oh no.
It's like breaking up my trust. I was like, yeah, I met a really great trainer.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
That's so good.
Yeah, do you like him? Yeah, you know, yeah. He it's good for right now. It's good.
Right.
You know, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy for you.
Good. I mean, you look happy.
You look happy. You look great.
Yeah.
And then I get home and he sends me the text like, "Great seeing you today." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
Oh.
I was like, "You just gotta make a clean break."
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's awkward.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I mean, you know, work out with someone else. I mean, it's just what you do.
Yeah, you gotta move on, Trav.
That makes me uncomfortable. I hate that shit. I hate it. I'm not good with uncomfortable situations. I'm not good with them. Which goes back to the getting dressed up for thing. I don't want to be uncomfortable. What if I picked the wrong costume?
Well, you just gotta pick something that you like, and you'll never be the wrong costume.
Okay, well, that's not true because I've done that, and that went terribly.
That went completely
That
awry.
went awful. In like in the late 90s, I was like, I'm going to go as the Crow. And I went to the fucking party as like the 30th Crow to show up at the party.
That was a big
you
movie.
know, yeah.
I remember in high school, which this is probably pretty weird, but we got to dress up as Halloween at an all-guys high school.
Okay, so how many of you were women?
Not many, but there was like a lot of people dressed as the Crow.
Right.
I dressed up as our vice principal.
I love hyper-specific costumes. I
dressed up as him like to the T.
Right, but that would only make sense at that school.
Oh, yeah.
You went someone else, everyone's like, I guess you're a businessman.
Who's the fucking nerd with the pencil, with the pocket protector? You know?
How did the vice principal take it?
He punched me.
Like
in the arm.
Oh,
like,
okay.
He was also our football coach, too. He was like one of the football coaches, and he was a big dude and kind of had a big belly, and I stuffed a pillow in my shirt and used like one of my dad's old polyester shirts, and it was pretty spot on. Yeah.
I don't think we were allowed to dress up at my school. Did you have uniforms at your school?
Well, I went to an all-guys Catholic high school.
So you had uniforms.
We had a dress code.
Yeah,
so,
that means us too. Same thing.
So we had a dress code. It had to be a button-up shirt, slacks or khakis, and dress shoes.
Did you
collared shirt, or we can wear a polo shirt from a high school polo.
Right.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing as my school. And the last day of my senior year, I burned one of those shirts. You know, to show how fucking over it I was.
Like, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah. And the shirt melted. Like the whole time, I was like, oh, that wasn't cloth. That was just a garbage bag that said Notre Dame on it. That's all that said.
What do you mean it melted?
It was so. For some reason, I thought it was cotton.
Plastic.
It must have been like all polyester, and it just like melted. Wow. Yeah, it was. So, moral of the story: don't catch your.
Pay attention during fire drills, kids.
don't wear your school uniform shirt to a fire. It's a bad choice. It's not going to end well for you.
So yeah, Melissa. When another thing with dressing up is when you have
couples,
a significant other, you gotta. It's never. There was a time when I enjoyed dressing up as what I wanted to dress up as. Mm-hmm. And Melissa, I love you. But now it's now it's kind of
get picked, right?
No, it's not we pick together, but
okay.
Now we do the couple thing, which I love.
Okay, I have similar kind of things, except Brandy, my wife's idea of what a costume should be gets so obtuse that we honestly sometimes will have arguments about it. And I'm not even trying to argue with her.
Try dating a stylist.
Oh, okay. Try dating a Brandy.
Try dating a chick who wants me to keep her eyes in a jar after she dies.
She at one point wanted to dress up as a sentence. And I went,
Wait a minute.
Yes. Right. Okay. This is where I'm at. I don't even know how you do that. And once you do, what am I? What am I?
You're the period. It's a whole statement about women.
Oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not
Don't
gonna
do
say
it.
I'm not going to say
just
it.
let it go.
I'm not going to say
Sometimes you just got to let it go.
I'm the understood you.
So let me ask you a question. How did she want to dress up? How did she want to convey that she was a sentence?
I don't know. These are the arguments that we have, which is she'll be like, "Oh, I want to be that sentence for Halloween," and I'm like, "How?" And she goes, "I don't know." And I went, "You're gonna dress?" We had no joke. We had an enormous, and I don't mean enormous, but I mean enormous argument about this other idea that she had. She wanted to dress up as Loggins and Messina for Halloween. Now you're already looking at me like, who the fuck is
like
that?
Kenny Loggins?
Kenny Loggins, and I forget Messina's first name. So before Kenny Loggins was Kenny, so this was my issue with it from the get go. That's something.
I can already I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just knowing you, I was like, oh, this is not going to
no,
well.
it didn't go well. So she's like, we should go as Loggins and Messina. And I went, first of all, that's music our parents listen to. You don't even know who they are. She's like, I know who Kenny Loggins is. And I was like, right, but you don't know I don't even know Messina's first name. And she's like, no, I get it. I know their songs. And I was like, name one of their songs. And then this became an argument. And then she named Summer Something Makes Me Feel Good. What is that? Do you know that song?
No.
I don't know it either. But it's not a Loggins and Messina song. And I was like, that's not a Loggins and Messina song. And then she got mad at me. She was like, well, I know a song. And I was like, well, then tell me a song. And then I'll entertain this idea. She couldn't name a song. And I went, how about Your Mama Don't Dance and Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll? That's the Loggins and Messina song. I know. And she goes, right, okay, but I get them. They were active in the 80s. I was like, no, they were active in the 70s. You don't know anything about these people.
Right.
Why do you want to dress up as them? And it was an argument.
That's funny. Melissa and I, we were going to dress up as Hall & Oates.
Not now, you're not.
Not fucking now, I'm not. No way, dude.
I don't know if you guys follow Jonathan on Twitter, but I highly recommend it because he's very entertaining. But he's not thrilled with the Hall & Oates.
Fuck them, man. You know what, Hall & Oates? I was a huge fucking fan of yours. And you guys choked at that live show more than I've ever seen anyone choke at a live show before.
I don't know if they choked. I think that's what they wanted to be doing. I don't think anyone else wanted to listen to it.
Daryl was a fucking dick.
He's but that's not a new thing. Yeah.
Dude, he is he's a terrible person.
Yeah. My favorite moment, and I remember telling you this later, was that he plays like some Caribbean elevator music version of a song that is...
It was like a reggae cover of a Hall & Jotes.
Hall & Jotes. Oh, man, I loved them. They never got the break.
Of a Hall & Oates. Oh, John Oates.
Jotes. Yeah, Jotes. Good old Jotes.
They did this reggae cover of one of their songs, which fucking sucked, by the way. And
was it Sarah Smile? Or
I don't know.
It was like a big hit of theirs.
Yeah. And then Daryl goes, all right, we're going to go from a song everybody knows to a song that John wrote. It's like, everybody was like, what?
Yeah.
Who says that about the person you're playing with?
Right. That is also 3 feet from you. That is, and is also 3 feet tall.
And by the way, Daryl, take off your fucking purple sunglasses. It's dark and in a fucking you're in an arena.
I may need them to see. He may
pitch black, like dark purple glasses.
Well, he is. I think it.
I disliked it.
Yeah, well, we didn't even stay for the whole thing.
We walked out after roughly 4 songs.
Well, I think it was one song. I don't think they stopped. Didn't they just keep going?
Yeah. By the way, this is not saying that the entire concert was awful. Tears for Fears,
unreal,
unbelievable. If you have a chance to see Tears for Fears, go see Tears for Fears.
They put on a hell of a show.
Oh, it was incredible.
And Tears for Fears is one of those bands that you go, yeah, I know them. And then you're surprised by how much
every
of them
song
you
was
know.
a hit.
Yeah. Or if it wasn't, you were like, I don't
still
know
love
this
it,
song,
yeah.
but this is
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
I should go listen to more Tears for Fears.
And they still got it. They sound exactly the way they did.
And they did an amazing cover of Radiohead's "Creep," which was
my God,
unbelievable.
Yeah. So anyway,
dressing up.
no
Right.
Hollow Notes for Sadowski and Melissa.
But you guys, I'm gonna tie this back
Yeah,
to these goddamn
bitch.
movies.
Yeah, you see what I did there, Trev?
Yeah, I saw what you did. You
I
guys,
ninja'd you.
You what?
I mentally ninja'd you.
You did?
Maybe. Let's see what you're gonna say. See, I know what you're gonna say. Come on, they all know. Just say it.
Didn't you dress up as?
Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Damn right we did. Johnny and Baby.
Right. And then dancing was illegal, and then you put a baby in the corner.
Yes.
And then
We did that. We also did. What did we dress up as last year?
you were a milkman, and she was a bottle of milk.
No. It was that was a party. We went to. I think it was like Katy Perry's birthday Halloween party, and the theme was like 50s. I think. And she dressed up as one of the chicks. I don't know if not Miss Scarlet, but one of the chicks from Clue.
Oh yes.
And I dressed up as a milkman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Milkman from
Mr.
Clue.
Milkman. Well, no, it wasn't from Clue. We didn't do a couples thing last year.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay.
You know what?
For some reason, I thought you did.
No, I wanted to. I wanted to do a milkman and have her be a pregnant wife.
Oh.
But
like from the 50s.
From the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't look like your dad. Oh, he's the milkman's kid.
Milkman's
You know?
6 feet tall. Right. Yeah.
There were a lot of milkmen and pregnant ladies, by the way.
What?
At the party. Yeah, at the party.
Oh.
Lots of them.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I was one of about 5 or 6 milkmen.
Oh.
Lots of milkmen.
It's like a milkman key party where
Yeah.
you just choose your milkman at the end of the night. You put your milk bottle in a fucking thing. I got this one.
But this year, I have a couple ideas.
All right. I would be curious to. I think I'm supposed to be a sentence.
Oh, that was this year?
Yeah, that was recent.
Oh, I thought that was like a long time ago.
No. That's,
Oh, wow.
Current.
So this year, we have a couple ideas.
All right.
I'm hesitant to give them away
I
because
believe they're
being
both couple ideas either way. 'Cause
They are
we're,
couple ideas.
For a couple.
We have a couple ideas. One would be. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Sebastian and Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
I would be the crab.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
He's a lobster.
I thought you were
actually.
gonna.
Is he a lobster? Or
He's a crab. Yeah.
Sebastian's a crab.
I'm pretty sure he's a crab. Yeah, he doesn't have a tail. He's a crab. Right?
Is he? I don't know. Guys,
The number of times we've been to Disneyland,
I know.
I think we'd freaking know this.
Tweet back at us. Is Sebastian a crab or a
I
lobster?
think he's a crab.
I don't know.
I want to say he's a crab.
I think he is too.
Yeah.
Does he have a shell?
Yeah, he's a shell.
Then he's a crab.
Yeah, he's
no,
a-
like a shell, not like a exoskeleton, like a shell.
I'm
You going to the internet?
I'm gonna see what my friend internet
I think
says
it's a crab.
about it. I thought you guys were gonna gender swap it though, and you were gonna be Little Mermaid.
No,
and
those
she
days
was-
are far behind me.
They are.
Yeah.
So it's well, like I typed in Sebastian and it said Sebastian the crab.
There you go.
So I think
We have it settled. Sebastian
he
the
looks
crab.
he looks crabby to me.
Yeah,
He
he's a
looks
crab
pretty
for sure.
crabby.
Yeah, he's a shell. Okay. And the other one we want to do. And this is what. So like Melissa, guys, like girls, you don't have to go out and dress slutty for Halloween.
Oh, one of my favorite Brandy costumes was a slutty version of something, and it was hilarious.
It's just like you
You
don't
don't have to,
no.
but if you're going to, like, I once dared Brandy to be slutty Billy Gibbons of ZZ Tops.
Okay.
And that was one of the funniest things
And
I've
she
ever
did it.
seen. Yes. She got a long beard. She wore really short shorts. She had a little guitar and sunglasses and a beanie. And, like, slutty Billy Gibbons was hilarious.
That's a multi-layered joke.
Yeah.
That's a very, very funny joke. But Melissa likes to like be sexy. It's like, babe, you dress up like you're like stylish. You wear impeccable outfits every day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But what is with chicks? Like everything has to be a fucking slutty thing, and it's like, come on,
Because it's
guys.
your one get out of jail free card.
They dress fucking walk down Sunset on a fucking
Right.
Tuesday, and it's
but
like
if,
that.
if that's not who you are 364 days of the year, it's the one day of the year you get to be, 6-inch lucite pumps,
yeah, but it's not
or
about being.
heels.
It's about being something. It's about being something you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're saying the same thing.
No.
No, we're not.
No, it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be all fucking like, oh, I'm a sexy this, I'm a sexy that.
It'd be great if they said it in that voice.
Oh, I'm a sexy.
I'm a sexy devil. No, you're not.
Nah, you're frightening.
You're really
Yeah.
not. You're
I'm sexy Randy the Macho Woman Savage.
Randy the Macho Lady Savage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Randi.
I got my tits out for Halloween. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Snapping those Slim Jim. So this year, another one of my costume ideas was Wayne and Garth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to do that because it's not sexy enough for
She
her.
could be sexy Garth. I was assuming you'd be Wayne. I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
going by
for
your
sure.
hair colors. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, you know what Brandy wanted to be? This is, you won't even.
You said it, a sentence.
No. This is the other one that has to do.
An adverb.
You're not. You look. Don't give her any ideas, please. I don't want to have to do it. She wanted to be, and I may have to explain.
Hey, Brandy, I'm going to throw this out there as a Halloween idea for you. Take it or leave it. Hyperbole.
Oh,
Dress up as hyperbole.
Oh my god. She's gonna walk around with like words dripping off of her and compliments.
I know.
Yeah. She wanted to be. I'm gonna have to explain it. This is why I think it's a bad idea. If you have to explain it,
yeah.
it's not a good idea.
Although, if it's something clever and you say it, I can get on board.
It's something that, you know, when someone thinks that they're like super clever and they're basically just telling a joke for one person.
Yeah.
You go, great. That one person is gonna love it, and everyone else is gonna be going, I don't get it.
Okay.
That would be the costume. She wanted to be Mike Patton, the lead singer of Faith No More, and Danny DeVito because they're friends in real life. And that's what she wanted to
Yeah, no
go
one
with.
understands
I
that.
know. That's what I'm like. Look, I'm a fan of those guys, so I get it.
Look, here's the
After
thing.
that, it's
I
like
think
we're
you should
dressing
be
up
able to-
for me, you know?
If you have an obscure costume, you're allowed to drop one breadcrumb.
Okay.
You're allowed to drop one breadcrumb, and then the people should get what the costume is. But if you have to go, oh, I'm Mike Patton and Danny DeVito,
yeah.
and they go, why? And you go,
Because they're friends in
for
real life.
No, that's
Right.
not it. No.
Yeah. No. And also, too, although the idea of Brandy dressed up as Danny DeVito is pretty hilarious to me. That's a pretty funny, sexy Danny DeVito for Halloween.
Sexy Danny. Wait, stop. Fuck Mike Patton. She needs to dress up as sexy Danny DeVito.
Okay. She'll absolutely
And you can
do
be
it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger for twins.
Oh, perfect.
See, that's a good,
yes.
That's a good costume
There we
idea.
go. Now we're on board.
Yes. That's a funny idea.
But I'll be Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mike Patton. You want it all, but you can't have it. Yeah, get to the chopper. It's in your face, but you
Everybody-
can't grab it.
Everybody does a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I do a great Arnold. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wonderful. I'm the best Arnold there's ever been. I've been producing my own Arnold for 30 years. It's amazing. It's fantastic. You should go see it. Fuck you. I love this impression. It's my favorite impression I do. I will not take your shit. I love it so much.
I think you're close. I mean, people would know you're doing Arnold.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like 3 love children. It's a great impression. I'm unbelievably committed to it. I have.
You really just went for it.
I sure did.
So what are some of your costume ideas you've pitched Brandy?
Well, I mean, okay, well, here's one thing we've done. It's not so much I've pitched, is that there's you ever heard of a zombie walk?
Like The Walking Dead?
Well, that's the show, but have you ever heard of a zombie walk where like you get as many people together dressed up as a zombie, you descend on someplace?
Like where?
Well, for instance, the one that we do is the Hollywood and Highland zombie walk every year. So everybody gets on the train at some point, and then at Hollywood and Highland, 300 zombies come out of the subway and take over Hollywood Boulevard for like the better part of a day. And you go on a walk and you walk around and
During the day?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a night thing.
No. You do it during the day to terrify the most people when they're not expecting it.
Do zombies come out in the day?
Sure. They come out, yeah. Zombies aren't nocturnal. They're
zombies.
yeah.
I mean, look, all right. I guess they could be out in the day.
Most zombie shows take place during the day.
I mean, is it gloomy?
It's, yeah. It's and then one time we did it. We walked by the Scientology Center, and we all like as zombies went no and walked
That's
away.
amazing. That's brilliant.
But so we've done stuff like that. But even then, Brandy was like, I'm going to be a frontier zombie. Everyone else is being like a zombie, and Brandy's like, I'm a zombie from like the frontier.
I'm a zombie from 1849.
No, pioneer. She's a pioneer zombie. That's what she was.
Spearheading the zombie movement.
Yes, exactly. And not as decomposed as someone from that time should be, in my opinion.
Yeah, like the older you are, the
More jangly and
more skin flaps.
Yeah. That's kind of
skin flaps.
As someone who's getting ready to celebrate a birthday, I'll tell you that's just true of living too. That's just you get more skin flaps.
I like this idea of a zombie walk. I'm not going to lie.
Okay,
I am. You have my interest peaked. When I was in another fraternity story, as if you guys haven't heard.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I just want to make sure I understand. You were in a fraternity?
I was at the University of Illinois. I was in a fraternity.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and what we used to do this.
Why
thing
is this the first time hearing of it?
We used to do this thing at Christmas, around Christmas time, called elfing.
Okay.
So we would
I'm
all right. So
I'm curious.
All right. So we'd all dress up as elves.
Okay.
And we would sprint to every sorority house. But on the way there, this is such a fucking bro dude thing. Wherever there were bushes and stuff, we would like knock each other into the bushes.
Okay.
Like hard. Like, and then we'd go to the house and we'd read our version of The Night Before Christmas.
The whole story?
Yeah. The whole poem.
That's not a short thing.
It's like a couple minutes long, like 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
Okay.
It's like a song. And then, but it was like our version. It was very funny and had to do with like campus and all the fraternities and stuff.
Was it the night before campus?
No, it was the night before finals.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. Okay. Okay.
And then we'd run to the next house and we'd do this. And so by the time we got to the last house, we were like very dirty, very sweaty, smelled bad, and quite intoxicated. But somewhere along the way, we had this place called the Underground Library.
Is this a real place or is it a place you guys
it's the undergrad library, but it's underground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's a whole fucking story. There's a cornfield there, and they built the library underground, so there was no shit under the
And
corn.
once you build it, they come, right? Cornfield.
Yes. It's called the moral plots. It's fucking weird. Whatever. So we would walk through the library.
I thought my Field of Dreams
We'd
reference
all-
was pretty good.
Yeah, we got it. He just spit his water out all over the all over the studio.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am drenched. I am drenched in my own fluid. Oh God.
Oh boy. So anyway,
I'm gonna do my best to pretend I'm listening. Oh my God.
So we'd be dressed as elves and we'd walk through the library as people were studying for finals, and there was like 60 guys, and we'd all hold shoulders and we'd walk through the library and hum Silent Night together.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now imagine that, but for 2 miles and you're a zombie.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a zombie walk. Are you a Krampus guy?
I love the Krampus.
Oh, see,
I have a magic trick based on the Krampus.
You have a
Krampus knocked.
Well, I know. Okay, well, this is when things get weird because I can't ask you what the trick. Can I ask you what the trick is without you asking me to tell me how you do it?
Yeah. So basically, it's this card trick. I have these beautiful old German cards. And they're like postcards, and some of them have pictures of like kids enjoying Christmas with their family and stuff like that. And other of them, they're like these antique cards of like the Krampus, like snatching kids out of their bed.
Oh, we should explain if you don't know. Krampus is a Austrian, right?
Yeah, Germanish.
German Austrian folktale that he's basically the evil Santa Claus. Santa Claus comes if you're good. Krampus comes if you're bad.
And he like steals you and like tortures you.
Steals you and whips you and kicks you and beats you with chains.
Yes.
And turns you into coal and returns the coal to your parents.
Yeah, pretty horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this trick I have, so you have happy cards and you have cards with the Krampus, like torturing kids. And I give them to you face down.
Okay.
And you shuffle them up and you put them into 2 different piles. Which pile makes you feel, if a card makes you feel good, you put it over here. If a card makes you feel bad, you put it over there. And when you're done, I turn them all face up. And you've organized all the Krampus cards in one pile and all the regular cards in another without even looking.
And nobody gets taken?
What do you mean no one gets taken?
No, like the kids don't disappear? There's
well, no, you
coal?
die after the trick.
Oh,
like,
wow, that's great. That's amazing. I was like, no wonder I haven't seen it. Because then I wouldn't be here to talk about it.
Why don't you dress up as the Krampus? Why did I say it like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Travis, why don't you dress up as the Crumbs?
I'm not.
Why don't you dress up as a Krampus and Brandy dress up as a little girl and you just fucking beat the shit out of her all night?
That sounds awful. I don't think that
But
would be
kind of an
okay,
amazing costume.
But kind of not bad.
It's not-
What if I dress up as Krampus, but I wear my suit from the photo shoot? Because that's one of the few costumes I have. I just have to get a mask.
I think
at that
Brandy
point.
would be all for that. Like a bloodied like child and you're the Krampus.
Right. And I hand out like candy coal to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make like black sugar rocks
Yeah.
candy.
You like
to
give someone like
yeah.
a piece of coal and you're like, that's your brother.
Harry October.
Harry October.
I said Mary.
I think you
October.
said Harry
Yeah.
October.
Well, also, I guess if I'm Krampus.
Fun fact, guys, that whenever Travis checks into a hotel, his alias is Harry October.
I guess I have a room reservation for Harry October.
Reservations are October. First name Harry October.
Harry
Just
October.
saying more than one October. I'm sorry, did you say Mary or Harry?
Harry.
Harry. Oh, because we have a Mary here.
Mary's my wife. We're the Octobers.
Mary October from Harry and Mary October. Oh, man.
Oh, there's so much water.
We have fun here,
We
guys.
do.
We have fun.
All right, so to review. The question was, do I like dressing up?
Well, I said, how do you feel about costume? Or no, how do you feel about dressing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it on paper. What is this, a loop? I like it on paper, but I think I'm going to be a little more invested this year than I have been in the past.
I like dressing up.
I've been a zombie.
When you have a significant other, you got to do coupled outfits. I didn't write the rules. I just follow them.
Don't make them so obtuse that you have to explain them and only one other person understands it.
Yeah. Zombies, fun fact, zombies can come out during the day.
But only if it's gloomy.
But only if it's gloomy.
There's no sunny day zombies.
Yeah. And guys, don't dress up in a costume that has to be explained. It's
No,
it's
it's too
fucking
much.
Stupid.
It's just too much. And if you want to dress up, you can come up to the LA Podfest
Where we will be
October 8th, 2 to 4 p.m. at the Millennium Biltmore Hotel.
in sunny downtown Los Angeles.
Hopefully not gloomy, because then it'll just be nothing but zombies.
Zombies all over the place. Yeah, like I said, we will have our first guest, celebrity chef Michael Voltaggio.
Michael, the birthday boy Voltaggio, who just celebrated a birthday. So happy birthday
Yeah.
to our first guest.
I almost called him by his full name. His middle name is something you will love.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's his middle name. You will love.
Yes.
Michael, you will love Voltaggio.
Is Michael something you will love Voltaggio. Hey guys, come out to the podcast. You too can learn Michael Voltaggio's middle name. Follow us on the socials.
The show is at QuickQ I am at Mr. Travis Clark.
I am at Sadowski23.
And until the next time, Merry October from Harry and Merry October.
Merry October from the Octobers.
Quick question.
Halloween is right around the corner.
Spooky.
Are you tired of the same old costumes?
Yeah.
How many times can you be a slutty nurse, a slutty nun, or a slutty slut?
I'm just expressing myself.
Those ideas are played out and just downright boring. That's why I started Brandy Clark's Slutty But Obscure Costume Shop. Get out of your slut slump. Want to be a slutty sentence? How about a slutty idea? Well, here's an idea. Come on down to Brandy Clark's Slutty But Obscure Costume Shop. Ever wondered how you'd look dressed as sexy rapid eye movement sleep? Well, wonder no more. From sexy vehicle identification numbers to super slutty odorless gases, we've got you uncovered. Brandy Clark's Slutty But Obscure Costume Shop, right off Highway 69 in Tustin. You get the point, or maybe you don't.